He just
Hey,
sent me another one.
what's up? What's up, everybody? We are live and lit. What's up, Chrissy? You there?
Hey, Nino, I'm here.
Almost had you in the background there. It says, my bad. We are live, y'all. What up?
Hey, I'm doing good today. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, sis. We are live, y'all. Today's my last day of days off, everybody, and it's crazy, sis. You know, being a full-time trucker, full-time father and husband, and then being a part-time content creator, it's tough, sis. Like I told you before we went live, like we went to Walmart, and there I am, you know, dressed up from top up. I got my little, you know, everybody does it probably. I got a little like my sweats, and then I got one Croc, one sandal. My dog's always taking my Crocs and sandals. There's my wife. You know, we're going to Walmart getting the what's it called, the pickup.
The delivery, like food and stuff, through the
Yeah,
pickup.
the quick pickup. I don't know what it's called. She does it all the time. And there we are doing that. And then we, anyways, we come back. I'm just like all ghetto from from the bottom down, top up. It's business. So I feel like an anchor or something. So I come to the Trump cave. I dropped a couple shorts, dropped some videos on TikTok, and then now we're gonna do our show. And so thank you, Chrissy, for bearing with my ghetto self.
You told me that, and all I could do was laugh. I tell you, I it sometimes it just happens like that. I had like I can't tell you the last time that I wore like dress shoes or anything like that. Florida, everything is sandals and flip flops. I went to work a while back with two different shoes on. Didn't realize it till halfway through the day.
Yeah,
So, it
it's
happens.
it's just tough though. Since my dogs, that man, they Kodak, dude. Every
I love
time
that dog.
Man, every time I can't stand him. Every time, sister, I put my
Love him.
sandals down, he just grabs them. You know. Hey, shout out John. God bless, brother. In the chat, shout out everybody watching now on repeat. Y'all forgot that we're live. Anyways, but every time I put my sandals down, sis, Kodak gets my sandal, and he's funny because my wife said that I see him all the time. He'll throw a fit. He's a little Shih Tzu, and he throws a fit. He'll be on the bed, throwing a fit, all mad, and my wife's all just leave him alone, let him throw his fit. I don't know why he does it, sis. The Shih Tzus are very protective dogs. They're from like China or Japan or something. That's just how they're bred. But he's funny, but he's always getting
You
my
don't like
sandals.
him,
No,
and
I don't.
if he was a human, he would be a Nino. I am telling
Sis,
you,
that
he
is what my
would.
wife that's what my wife calls him. She calls him, hey, Nobi Lighting, what's up? I think that's is that Norby's? Hey, shout out Norby's. I think that's him. Man, what's up, bro? It's funny that he's on here. We're going to talk about a little bit about something here later on. But hey, shout out Nobi Lighting. I think that's the Norby's.
That's who it is.
Whoa, man, salute, bro. Anyways, glad to have you on here. We're just going live real quick. Like I said, y'all, it's the life of a full-time husband, father, businessman, and then part-time content creator. But y'all, this is like a whole other job itself. I'm waking up, sis, you know, doing edits. We got a podcast coming, me and Pocho One, the Pocho Live podcast, The Fools to Men, episode 2. Actually, it's uploading right now. It's on my Google Drive, and he's gonna post it on his channel. Y'all check it out. But I got multiple clips from it on mine, ready to rock and roll. I just dropped a TikTok, a short on TikTok. I got a couple shorts lined up, and we will be dropping those as we go throughout the day. But basically, the life of a content creator is you got to record when you can, have it ready to go and upload, right, and then post it throughout the week or throughout the day, you know, when you batch record. So anyway, just a little bit of info and insight on us. And like I said, we got a show for y'all right now, y'all. This is crazy. A lot of, news breaking across the world. Trump hit, where did he hit, sis? He was in Atlanta at the Chick-fil-A. I got a couple of videos dropping on that. But again, y'all, here we are, live lit, and that's it. So, sis, anyways, let's get to the point. What do you want to talk about first? Sis? I do got the Facebook page open. What do you think?
I kind of just was like looking at things. One of the things that stood out to me the most was the one that you posted about Trump, and he's hugging an African American lady, and the people that try to cause this divide all the time and all of that. It just stuck out to me that so many people call him so many names, and I really think that he's going to be what's best for this country.
Yeah, totally. We're Trumpers, y'all, through and through, and we're backing up Trump all the way. And yeah, this was a crazy situation in Atlanta, Georgia, of all places. He goes to the Chick-fil-A, y'all, and while he's there, they're fawning over him, y'all. I actually have a clip, sis, that I'm gonna drop later of this woman in particular. She knows all about his record, what he's done for the black community, for Americans, and it's pretty eye opening, y'all. And like I said in my video that basically, I think that Trump is a relatable man. He might be a businessman, billionaire, but I feel like I could shoot with him, for lack of better
Yep.
words, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
He reminds me of my wife's uncle, a rich white old dude that's cool, likes to golf, smokes cigars, you know what I'm saying, millionaire, and always treated me with open arms, even when I was ghetto hood dude, in the family through my wife. I'd go to his house. He would always treat me good. I was always with my conservative values. I used to listen to Rush Limbaugh, even though I was in the oil field, hardhead, street knucklehead dude. I'm not dumb. My money is my money, and I need it now. But the point is, even when I was in my street days, sis, my wife's uncle, who is a big time Trumper, and he listened to Rush Limbaugh as well. He reminds me of these guys. He would always treat me well, sis. That's why that white, all this racist stuff, y'all, to me in West Texas, I honestly don't even see it. I've gotten more blowback, and sis, as of late on the internet, we get more death threats from people that look like me, brown skin, dark lip, whatever, right? Bandana hanging, I don't know, but that's where we get most of our blowback when we make videos against perverts like SPM or whatever. But the point is, y'all, salute Trump, the boss down Big Avail. It looked really good for him. Everybody, he was at the Atlanta, Georgia Chick-fil-A, and we're actually going to eat Chick-fil-A today. We eat it once a week, sis. Go ahead.
No, I just know everything you said. I just agree with, and I have to be 100% transparent. There are some things that Trump has backslid on that I don't
Yes.
necessarily agree with.
Let's talk about it. Talk about it,
I,
sis.
I'm, I just, for him to say that he's going to give the states the right to make their own determination on when abortion is legal versus illegal and all of that, it kind of like it was a gut punch for me, and it's just something that no matter what, I won't stand for. Do I think Trump has the best interest of the country at heart? Absolutely. But it was a little bit of a blow to me. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Hey, that is Norby. Shout out Norby's in the comment, y'all. Thanks for you verified that earlier, sis. But anyways, so back, yeah, sis. Sorry for you know, uh, going to the
Cut
comments
me
here.
off.
Yeah, cutting you off. But sis, y'all, this is true because Chrissy's like, man, Trump's bothering me with the abortion situation, and I say, man, let's talk about it. Even though that's our people, we're Trumpers through and through. Of course, if you've been checking out our content, y'all, we touch on all kind of subjects, just not politics only. But it's true, y'all. Trump has kind of kind of let me down with the whole abortion situation. But like Chrissy said, she sees why, right? This is politics. Not everybody is like us. Without using certain words, far right, whatever they want to call us. But not everybody is like us. Bible thumping, KJV only Christians, y'all. That's what we are, and that's what we represent. So let us know what you think in the comments, y'all. Has Trump let you down? I forgot what other senator you said, sis, was kind of going that same route too. But we believe Carrie Lake. We believe that all life is precious from the womb to the tomb, and we don't believe in that whatsoever at all, no matter what. Don't put the baby to, what? How about you put, because people try to use that. What if they get R'd? How about you put the R person to and don't do the baby. The baby has no the baby's not guilty of nothing. So that's our argument against that main argument they use. Better yet, like you said, sis, a lot of women just need to learn to keep their I just gotta be careful with my words, y'all. Always talking about this topic is very touchy, especially on these big platforms. We are very privy to this kind of information or knowledge as far as what they censor and how they restrict you and how they can demonetize you. So we are careful with this topic. Again, let us know what you think about Trump and the abortion situation, y'all. Should the power go back to the states? I believe somewhat so in a constitutional republic, or however you want to call it. Basically, the states shouldn't have power. Like, I guess, let your people rise up and let them decide. I guess if they want to be a heathenistic, state, and they want to, push that, let them. We all have free will, sis. Go ahead.
It's said that some states could possibly make it up until the day before the baby is actually born, that it would be legal. And I am so sorry. You can never stand for that. And I understand that Trump is not just looking out for me, that he has to look out for the whole country and their choices. But it was a little bit of a gut punch to me, and I can't lie, like it was.
Yeah. But like we said, y'all, no politician is going to save us. Trump's not going to save anybody. He did save millions of babies, right, with the Roe v. Wade situation. But let's be honest, y'all, our hope and our faith is in Christ Jesus. But we're not just trying to use that as a scapegoat. Hey, we're not voting for nobody. We're Christians. No, we believe in voting. We believe in using our vote, no matter what you got to say about it. And we believe putting faith actions behind our faith, and we believe against standing against the wicked and whatever else, perverts or whatever we have to in life. That's just how it is. And I know how Christy is, y'all. They ain't inviting her to some barbecues just like me. We're just too loud spoken and too, I guess, bold in America in 2024, especially if you've been rocking with us for a long time. We're not playing games. I digress. We got the first call here. I didn't come that quick. Let's catch this call. You're on Nino Radio. What's up? Hello.
Hey, Mr. Nino, how you doing? It's Aaron Hernandez from Waco, Texas.
Hey, what up, brother Aaron? I saw you on Facebook asking we're going live. We're live right now. Talk to us, brother. What's up? Waco, Texas in the house.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah, man. I've been missing your show a lot lately, and I don't get the notifications, so I'm glad I'm able to catch this one live.
I don't know why, brother. To be honest, it's probably my fault. We've been kind of slacking off as far as going live on YouTube, but we've been making a pivot to pushing more YouTube.
It's just the notification system in general, and it ain't nobody's fault. It's just technology.
10-4. Go ahead, Abram. What's on your mind? Go ahead, bro.
I just got in the show. I see that y'all are on the topic of abortion, how Trump did it. And, it's just like you said at the end, and I've been telling people this, for the past couple of years, do I love Trump? Do I think he's one of the best presidents ever? Yes. Do I agree or not agree with some of the things he does or wants to implement sometimes? Yeah, no, I don't agree with it. It's like this one. But, it's like I told people, you need to stop relying on Trump, this, that. Trump, if he does get in office, it's only going to be for 4 years. Yeah. And just like you said, God and Jesus, that's forever.
Amen. Totally agree. Hey, Aaron, what's up with the Waco, bro? How's the politics going over there? I know you send me stuff every now and then. What's up with Waco?
Oh, man, it's crazy to think, man. Central Texas, we're conservative, real conservative here in McLennan County, especially over the past 30 years when we finally took it over after almost 100 years of Democrat control. But they're using a new tactic, same Democratic Party, and I've got proof of it. But now they're working with the socialists. So I don't know if you're familiar with any of the socialist organizations in the country, like DSA,
no,
Democrat Socialists of America.
Hell no.
So there's three big ones. The only reason I'm familiar with them because in order to defend castles, and defeat your enemy, possibly you got to know them. So I've spent the past years knowing them. I'm well versed in this. So there's three major organizations. You got CPUSA, Communist Party of the United States, and then you got DSA, Democrat Socialists of America, and then one of the biggest ones that's been around for the past 20 years is called PSL, the Party for Socialism and Liberation. And they all like to say, well, it's not this kind of socialism. Well, it's not this kind of no, it is. They all have one goal, and it says it in all their programs. They want to destroy capitalism here in America and replace it with socialism, and then implement their style of communism. And it's crazy to think. I've been telling people for years here in McLennan County the past couple of years that we're too complacent. We think that we're just going to win every election, because we have this eager streak. But the socialists, I'm sure you have been watching this like everyone else since the George Floyd, all those riots, all led by them. And who was funding them and organizing them? The Democrats. And I told people that it was a matter of time before they made it here in McLennan County. And now they're here. The Party for Socialism and Liberation, they have a chapter here, and also DSA, and they're working with the McLennan County Democratic Party. And PSL, what else they do? They endorse local groups like social justice groups. So here we've got Planned Parenthood, Central Texas, Blacksent, Waco Pro-Choice, and then also Waco LGBTQ, and then the other one, the main one, Change Waco, all social justice activists, BLM, transgender pronoun, this and that, kill the baby.
Hey, bro, it's like the socialists, bro. They all come together, right? They're all a part of the machine or beast, right? They all join forces, bro. Golly, can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
BLM, the rainbows.
Because for the past few years, they've been all denying, the communism and socialism, ties we like to make towards them. Well, no, it ends up true. And what's funny? Y'all didn't even have the decency or the smarts to even hide it. This group pops out of nowhere, starts posting how they endorse your groups, And then I make the ties. Okay, well, these groups actually work with the McLennan County Democratic Party to register voters. And a couple months ago, the Waco Gay Association here in Waco, they have a thing called Pride on the Brazos every year, like the little gay festival. And you know what? The Democratic Party here cannot say they don't know about this organization that's here in town, because they were literally 2 tenths away. All the groups, like I said, they work with, local groups, are endorsed by PSL. So that's my main thing right now, is exposing that correlation. And then I'm keeping track of any politician that even thinks about running for office here.
Good job, Aaron.
You know,
Aaron,
letting people know, like, hey, this person's tied to socialism.
Aaron, man, real quick.
It's very important.
Aaron, let me ask you this, because I got a couple things to ask you. I'm glad you called in. Aaron, socialism, I saw a meme, or I saw something that's saying that socialism, communism, like, it sounds good, right? Can you define what it means to be a socialist or to believe in socialism? Because I like I said, I heard it sounds good on paper, but being implemented is a no-go. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when you think, socialism and communism, it all ties back to Karl Marx. Okay, he's the father of it. But they like to say that socialism is different from communism, which it is by definition. But the goal is one thing: communism. So socialism is is when people have ownership of the corporation, and they have their all fair share of this and that. Communism is a straight dictatorship. No, y'all are the bourgeoisie. No, we're the main guys. Socialism, they like to say, oh, everybody's gonna have a fair share. No, that's not how it works. See, Marx said, and a few other famous, communist dictators, especially Mao, said that the way to communism is through socialism. And it's true. If you go to these websites, especially PSL, just go read their program. It's all, I've been exposing it, calling them out. I show up to their protests. And this last one I went to, the first one we went to, we played dumb. Me and my colleague, like, oh yeah, what's PSL? What Palestine, Israel? Yep. What's going on? What are your thoughts? Oh no, we don't know. What? And then the second one, I ran up on him like, hey, yeah, I know all about PSL, and he starts getting all smart. Oh yeah, well, what? Oh, it's this and that. And he just kind of looked at me, and I just kind of looked at him like, yeah, you're not here in McLean County.
Yeah,
Aaron, you're welcome here if you're pro-American, but anti-American socialism is not welcomed here.
Aaron, it's kind of scary. You're saying these organizations have all joined together, right, against the conservative, even Christians, Republicans, whatever you want to call them, bro. What's the deal with Waco, bro? Is it a conservative town?
Yes, it's been. We've finally turned it conservative. Completely over the past 30 years. It's been under conservative Republican control.
Awesome.
Before that, it's been Democrat, so they can't say there's a party change. And the most recent head of the McLennan County Democratic Party, Mary Duty, she owns a local business here called Paparolla's Pizza, and in that establishment at the bar, there's a Confederate flag. And so to me, it's just a hypocrisy, because if it was a conservative like you and me, and we had a Confederate flag in our establishment, oh, there'd be all kinds of hell. Protests, picket signs, cancel, shut down immediately, racist. But I asked, so why does she get away with it? Oh, that's just Mary. But wait a minute. No. I'm not saying, take down the Confederate. No, I'm saying the hypocrisy.
Yeah, I got you.
Damn well if it was on the other side. And also she's also a member of the Daughters of the Confederacy, which also is responsible for, it's called the Daughters of the Confederacy, and it's called the Lost Narrative. So basically these women were Confederate sympathizers after the war. They wanted to keep the memories of their men alive, so they created a narrative to implement in the local schools, and that's one of the main indoctrinations as far as that and socialism. It goes really deep. I don't want to, throw anybody off.
I got you.
I tell everybody, go research it. Go research it.
Aaron, I'm gonna tell you
in every county, and they're coming for the little towns right now.
Wow.
They've got Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, and Austin. They knew they could get those easily because they're full of liberals. Now they're making their way into little towns. That's the only way they're going to flip Texas. That's why I tell people, you got to pay attention to local politics, who's getting elected. I mean, everywhere, school board, commissioner, city council, mayor,
Man, they got a stronghold, bro.
everywhere.
Bro,
Because it counts.
I deal with it locally, and to be honest, it's enough to make me just give up because there's a lot of weenie
No,
conservatives
you
with
can't,
no.
man.
When oh, I'm not. I'm best trust me. Me and Chris talk about all the time. We are too bold to fold. But the point is, bro, there's too many weak, limp-wristed, no spine conservative, even
Yeah.
Christians, bro, that don't want to do nothing, and we still got to combat these evil forces with no help whatsoever, bro. But with that, Aaron, I'm gonna give you the final words, but I want to ask, bro, what's up with the Koresh, bro? What is the thoughts on? Because you're in Waco, I have to ask you, what are the thoughts on David
Yeah.
Koresh? I don't think that what they did to him was right. Go ahead.
Me either.
Yeah, well, I was a little boy at the time, and, people like to say it happened in Waco. Well, I mean, it actually happened in a town called Elmont, which is like maybe,
Interesting.
10, 15 minutes outside of Waco. They used our police force and all that. But, I mean, at the time, I didn't really know about it. I knew it was a big thing, but as I've gotten older and kind of looked into it, it still doesn't interest me. But what I do know is that, yeah, they went in there, guns ablazing, the FBI, the federal government at the time. Yeah, they purposely killed those people, which to me, the little information I know, they really didn't have a reason to do that. They could have taken them in the compound peacefully. They could have taken it peacefully, but they didn't. And just so everybody knows who was in charge at that time, it was Bill Clinton and the Democratic Party.
Aaron, let me ask you, bro. So Aaron, what is there like a dark cloud over Waco with the Branch Davidians? Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, I mean that's always what we're going to be known for. Anytime I travel and say Waco, and they say, "Oh, you're a Davidian," and I kind of like ease in and with a little smirk, like, "Yeah, what about it?" And then I start laughing, like, we're actually known for a biker shootout now.
Oh, I forgot about that. Interesting. Well,
yeah,
hey,
that was crazy. I got to see that.
Shout out Waco. All right, Aaron. Hey, God bless you, brother, for your boots on the ground reporting. I know you've been in the thick of it, like us in Waco, bro. Hope to see you one day. Eat a Trump steak. God bless you, brother Aaron in Waco.
Yeah, God bless you, and God bless you too, Christy. Y'all have a good one. God bless America. And Americans, stand up. This is the only way we're going to save this country. This is the greatest country in the world. We've got to fight for it. Got to.
Keep in touch with us.
That's the brother right there. 432-217-0709. Hey, that's Aaron, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, Christy, man. This sounds very him and his fight sounds very what's the word here, sis? Tiring. I've been involved locally to nationally, y'all. Once you start dealing with your own swamp in your own city, trust me, y'all, it can get discouraging. Like I said, I'm dealing with a bunch of rich conservative Republicans in my city. They're being infiltrated by fake wannabe conservatives, y'all. And you know what? I lift my voice, and it's like they don't appreciate nothing I do. So you know what I said about my city? I'm at the point, you know what? Like, screw Midland then. If Midland wants to go to hell, let it, basically, because I'm tired of it, y'all. I'm tired of standing up in my city, which my people know, huh, Christy, they rock with us, the ones that reach out to us, the nice Christians. When it's time to get to the nitty gritty, I will go help my people. But at the same time, I'm going to quit offering my help to these so-called conservatives that don't ever do nothing, don't ever stand up, and then get mad when I call people out. They want to say that I'm too crazy. You know what, then? You're on this all on your own. I'm going to protect my family, my people, and help my community as far as the Christians. But the political scene, y'all, in my city, I'm basically like just done with it, y'all, to be honest, because there are a bunch of weenie conservatives that are just pathetic and worthless. Christy, go ahead.
And the thing that I just want to say is that, we've talked about this before, about the threats that we get and stuff like that. And you send me things and I send you things of just like to have on record. But, we don't back down from what's important to us. But also, we're not going to be the only people that you call because you don't call out people because you don't have a backbone to do it yourself. Yeah, I mean, we're always the target. And sometimes that does just get really discouraging because it's one man, one woman up against a whole bunch of nonsense. Yeah.
And let's be honest, y'all. I think the next step is, there's that new movie called Civil War is coming out tomorrow. So take it for what it's worth. But I think this country ain't gonna get right until we get right, and I'll just leave it at that. Let's give some quick info, sis. Shout out all my people in here. I'm not gonna say who, but ladies and gentlemen, your boy Nino and Christy, the MAGA, the MAGA hatters, whatever you want to call us, y'all. Score one. I woke up today. around 1 o'clock, I got a message from one of the biggest podcasters. I'm not going to say the name. You can do your own speculation, ladies and gentlemen. If you follow me on Facebook, you know who it is because I kind of posted some info there. But I got invited to one of the biggest podcasts in LA. They wrote me and said, "How are you doing? How's your schedule look for, coming down to LA? Let me know." And I said, "Is this you for real?" And Chrissy, you know who this is, who this
Yep.
podcast is. And I couldn't believe it, sis. And I haven't really felt like a content creator since the last couple of months, which I've been one for a long time. I've already been making money. They gave me my reach back on certain platforms. I haven't been banned. And I feel like a content creator now. Last couple of months has really hit me, especially going viral, making money, thousands a month on all the platforms besides Instagram. But the point is, I got the invite to go to Cali, and I'm taking it. Me and my wife, Christy's already looking up the flights for us. It's about 250, right, Christy?
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Round trip.
Round trip, 5 hours, y'all. Damn.
Well, the one that I found was 4 hours and 27 minutes, but it is with a short layover in Dallas Fort Worth. So really 4 hours and 27 minutes isn't bad if you got a small layover.
Yeah, amen. And the point is, like I told my wife, well, someone's calling. We'll get that call right here, y'all. You're on Nino Radio. Go ahead.
Hello.
What up?
Well, hey, sorry, this is Aaron from Waco again. There's one thing I forgot to ask you that I have a mission. It's my new campaign. I ask every podcaster or candidate that we interview from the McLennan Hispanic Republican Strike Force. Okay. You're on a stage and your audience is this new generation of youth that's been indoctrinated to hate this country. Let's say they're junior high to senior year. You're on stage. What's your message to them about the American dream?
I'll answer right now. Is it cool if I hang up? Or do you need to refute it?
No.
Okay.
I don't need to refute it. This is my hope to spread the American dream and win it back into the minds of this corrupt
okay.
and save America.
Let me answer it. But God bless you, brother. Thank you.
Bye.
Take the answer offline here. Basically, what's my message about the American dream? It's all on you. Don't fear the white man. Don't fear the black man, the brown man, any man. Fear yourself, which you shouldn't. It's all on you. The American dream depends on you. No matter the circumstances, no matter the issues in life, no matter the cards you are dealt. My real parents didn't raise me. I didn't let that be a stumbling block for me. I could have made that, I could have been a victim my whole life. I didn't. I got out the mud from a criminal record, gangbanging, D dealer to a born again Christian entrepreneur, millionaire in the making. It was all on me and the hard work that I put in by the grace of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, to the position I'm in now in life. I got it made. The brick house, the wife, the kids, the chihuahua, even the shih tzu, Kodak. The point is, it's all on you. Don't let your circumstances and everything going on around you mess up what you got going in life. Because at the end of the day, it's all on you. The American dream, chase it and get it.
Nino, I agree. I think that there is every single person in the world could cry oppression, could cry a victim, could do
Amen.
Lots of things, but it's completely your own mindset, and that is the American dream.
Hello.
If you want to prosper and succeed, or if you want to live in your victimville plantation.
Amen. You're on Nino Radio. Who's this?
Hey, Jesse Lopez, my brother.
Hey, what's up, Jesse Lopez? Bro, we need to do our show every week, bro. What's up, Jesse? Talk to the people. Go ahead.
Hey, man, you're talking about how to get the American dream. It's like, oh, shoot, that's right up my alley. Because I've been talking to people, young people.
Go ahead.
At the gym every day. And they're talking about, trust me, half of these young people out there are already awakening. They're awakening. They know that the only way to get the American dream is by putting in the work. You have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to get nothing.
Jesse, let's be honest, bro. Have you ever known in your adult life this attitude of just gimme, I'm a victim? Is this a new found attitude that people have, or do you think the media plays on it? What's up with this attitude of people not wanting to work, bro? Is that normal? Go ahead, Jesse Lopez, y'all.
No, that's a good thought you got there, bro. But and I'm telling you where it's coming from. It's like it's not our young people that are thinking about all of this, all these ideas on their own. They're being fed this information by the media, by social media, by the news media. There's a Democrat senator came out today, a black senator came out, and she said that black people shouldn't have to pay taxes. And it's like, as part of reparations.
What about me? I'm gonna identify as black. Hey, Jesse, I'm gonna identify as black. I'm black.
Me too.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's like, oh my God, it's like, I don't have to pay taxes. Okay. Well, what do I say? And then you got all these student loans that he's trying to bypass the Supreme Court. They already told him you can't do that, and he's still trying to do it. And it's funny too, because I was watching. He was on an interview on Univision, and the Univision is telling him, "It's like, well, how are you gonna They asked him about everything except the border, and then they asked him, well, how are you going to resolve this thing with the economy? A lot of people are suffering with increased prices. They said, no. Our economy is better than it's ever been at 3-point-something%. And it's like, no, because before you came into office, it was 1.4%. So your economy is in the dumps. That's why everything costs the way it costs. And it's like, you go to HEB, what you used to, or to the grocery store, whatever you used to buy last week, this week, it now costs 50 cents more. So everything is going up. But on how these young people are getting influenced, these people, those ideas are being put into their mind about how to depend on other people and how to not work for what you get, because they're trying to make them dependent on the government.
Someone said
that's if they get dependent on the government.
Someone said that's Marxist mentality.
Exactly. Oh, I hate that word. I hate using the word exactly. but that's absolutely correct. Marxist mentality right out of the socialist workbook. The same one that Obama learned from, the same one that his best friend wrote, the same one that they've been trying to push for the last 30 years. The socialist mentality. That's why we're buying oil from Venezuela. That's why we're buying our minerals from Venezuela instead of doing our own oil, instead of mining our own minerals. And it's like, why are we doing that? And it's like, in order to degrade the quality of life in America for American citizens.
Jesse.
And that's what they're doing.
I got a question, because my wife said that when we drive around and there's homeless people, there's people that look like they're not even from this country. I go to Walmart. I kid you not, Jesse, I feel like I'm in a third world country. You know, my wife said that there's a reason that they are letting all these illegals in the country. Jesse Lopez, what is your thought? 20-year plus Navy vet, Jesse Lopez, y'all, we respect them. Jesse, what are your thoughts? My wife says that there is a reason they are letting them in the country. She just can't pinpoint it. What are your thoughts as to why they are letting all these people come in from the southern border from God knows where else?
Okay, well, here I'll give you several reasons why it's happening, with my opinion. One of the reasons, and this is based on facts, our unemployment numbers have actually gone down. There was some numbers that came out today, but there's a reason for that. It's not American citizens that are getting these jobs. These are all part-time jobs that are being taken by illegal aliens. And I don't like calling them immigrants, because they're not immigrants. Immigrants are the ones that stand in line and do it the legal way. They're illegal aliens, and they're
true.
So you got that right, where they say, well, they've even said it themselves. Well, we got to have somebody to pick our vegetables and pick our fruit, and it's like, well, there's actually already people already out. There's low income Latinos. There's low income blacks. There's low income whites that are out there actually doing those jobs already. Except now they're losing them because now they're being given to the illegal aliens. So they are taking jobs from American citizens. So second one, by increasing the number, they're bringing in illegals on through airlines, right? From Nicaragua, from Brazil, from Peru, from Brazil, flying them straight in to Texas, San Antonio, Dallas, to Florida, and then from there they spread them out all over the country. But two of the other reasons is that one, they're trying to turn Texas blue, they're trying to turn Florida blue. That's part of their operate.
Florida's not too,
the way they operate.
Jesse, Florida's not too far from being blue.
Wow.
We have so many
people. Exactly.
We have so many people that came down after the pandemic and have brought their New Jersey, New York ideologies with them. So there was a recent study that was done that for every one person that's moving into Florida, now 2 people are moving out of Florida, and they're heading towards the Appalachian areas of Georgia, Tennessee.
Where Ed's at? Brother Ed's over there in the Appalachian area, right, Christy?
Yeah.
Dang.
And just being 100% honest, I haven't told anybody this, but I'm looking at property right now in close to Johnson City, Tennessee, which is in the Appalachians. It's about an hour from the Smoky Mountains. But I'm letting my son finish out his 1 year of school that he has left, and I'm out. I am out of Florida.
Guys, listen to this. Belinda Medine says, notice they are removing the middle class. Whoa.
They are, absolutely.
Let's be honest, though. What are we, though? Because are we just going to be considered lower class or the low end of the spectrum here? How does that work?
Nino, you're
and go ahead, Chrissy.
I was just going to say, Nino, like the type of money you're bringing in, that's going to be middle class. People that were bringing in, before I got sick, that was bringing in 80 to 100,000 a year. I'm going to be considered lower class. You just can't make it off of what decent wages were.
And I made that post that basically, I used to think, y'all, that $100,000 a year minimum a man had to make to provide for a family. I believe now, from what we're seeing, you got to make $200,000 plus a year for a family. But you're right, sis. They're going to make it to where $100,000. They used to be probably good money, but now that's going to be lower class. In middle class, you got to probably make $300 to $250 just to be considered middle class. I don't know, Jesse. Go ahead.
At least, and it's like what you're saying is like is exactly correct. Where it's like what used to be, if you made 100,000, you were sitting pretty good throughout the in the course of how you maintain your life throughout the year. Now it's like you do have to get at least 150 to 200,000 because everything costs a lot more, and it's like but people don't notice it and aren't paying attention. And it's like Abraham. Who was the other young man? Abraham, Aaron.
Aram.
That he was talking about is like people need to Aaron. Yeah, people need to wake up and start thinking about this. Is not an election, people. This is not about an election. This is about the future of America, whether America survives or whether America dies on this hill in November.
Jesse, but let's be honest, Jesse, and I know you're a very you're a level-headed person. Jesse, is this just not a fear-mongering talking point, though? Do you think that we are in dire straits in this upcoming election? Do you really believe that that if we ain't getting Trump back, that we're really heading down a dangerous path? I ask that with all due respect. Go ahead.
If we don't get Trump back, if we don't get Trump back, you better have all your food supplies in line. You better have extra water. You better have your escape plans. You better have a way to generate electricity or heat, and you better be geared up.
Jesse,
And I'm not trying. I'm not
sis,
trying to be.
better be.
I
You
agree.
bet.
Hey guys, I agree because think about it. It's already rough the last 4 years. He said that
I'm
the groceries going up 50 cents every week. Guys, I don't think what Jesse's saying is too far fetched. Go ahead, Chrissy. Sorry. Wow.
They said that in March that we reached a new high of inflation rate. It went up in March 3.5%. And not to be a doomer and gloomer, but if you haven't already got some of those things in place with food, with natural resources, with
Yes.
things that you need, then if you don't do it soon, you are truly going to be shit out of luck.
Jesse,
Very, very,
Jesse,
very, very true.
Jesse,
That's very
let me
true.
ask you, Jesse, let me ask you now. Let's expound upon your answer here. So you're basically saying like it might be a nuclear fallout, or why do you say that people should be ready? I mean, I know the reason why we should always be. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready, but why do you think that all those steps need to be taken and all those precautions need to be met? Why do you think that? What could happen? Give us the best possible
Okay.
situation. Go ahead.
Without trying to push any type of end of times controversy situation, right? Just reality and common sense thinking. The way things are moving now. Okay, we got 10 million illegal aliens in the country right now. The crime is rampant in just about every Democrat city of the East Coast. Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., people getting killed right in their front yard. A 68-year-old lady got killed. And it's like all of these people, and right now, these people are already on their crime spree, but pretty soon the government's going to run out of money to give them. When the government runs out of money to give them so that they can feed themselves and clothe themselves and house themselves, where are they going to get their food?
Oh,
Where
damn.
are they going to stop? Or where are they going to live? Because you already had that guy from Venezuela telling everybody how to go squat on houses so that you can take over someone's house when it's empty. So some of these things that are happening because of the 10.5 million that are already here,
Well,
and oh, by the way, there's 5,000 that are coming up that get the Central America, another group that's coming up.
nice.
But because of what Abbott's been doing to the Texas border, they're going straight to Arizona. They're going to turn left and go straight to Arizona and start flooding Arizona and finish flooding California.
I guess Jesse and Christy, I think what Jesse's alluding to is that basically it's going to come to a head. Sooner or later, the dollar's lost so much value. We're being flooded with so many people. We don't know who the hell they are, millions upon millions. Sooner or later, y'all, the pot is going to bubble over. That's what Jesse's saying, basically. Go ahead, Christy. Sorry.
Costco released a statement today that they are selling between 100 million to 200 million
I saw that.
dollars worth of gold every year. Last year, you could buy an ounce of gold for $1,450. It's up to $2,350 now, and Costco per year is selling between 100 million to 200 million dollars worth.
Our dollar is
That's
worthless.
very true.
Our
That's
dollar
very
is
true.
worthless.
It was
4 months ago, I could get an ounce of gold for 2,000.
It's 23.50
Today,
as of today
it's going
through
to cost me
Costco.
about 23 to 2,400
Yeah,
Jesse,
for the same
23.50.
ounce.
Jesse, I got a point to make though. I saw somebody make a post that basically inflation is like this. Back in the day, you could buy a house for 20 bars of gold. I forgot how much. And today, you can buy the same house with that much gold, but not the dollar. So Jesse, what does this mean that gold prices are rising and the dollar's falling? What does that mean, Jesse? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Now the other day, I saw one of you. You had a post up showing $100 bill,
I got that. Go ahead.
and you were talking about right. Well, you were showing the $100 bill, and it's like, how much is this $100 bill worth? And he's like, well, wow, I don't know, man. I might give you like $7 for it, because based on what we're paying for our items and things out in the world, $100 bill doesn't take you as far as it does.
Used to. Yeah.
And then here's the here's what the guy that sells me metals was telling me. He said, if you take a stack of money, $5,000, and put it in your safe, and then you take 5 ounces of gold and put that in your safe right next to it, and then 5 years from now, come back and see how much that $5,000 is worth, and then see how much those 5 ounces of gold are worth.
That's a good
The
point.
less the more the dollar loses value, the more precious metals are going to gain value. Because our dollar is not going to be worth anything, just like during the Depression. Money was like toilet paper. It was worthless because our economy was in the can, just like what Biden is doing to our economy right now.
Wow. Well, there it is. Jesse Lopez, give us the final word. Jesse Lopez, the floor is yours. Go ahead. Wow. I hate these kind of calls, but they're necessary. Go ahead, Jesse.
There's like I signed up, but I became a certified what do they call them? I can sign up people for so they can vote.
Okay.
And
So I'm running around all over the place signing up people so they can get registered to vote.
And Nino, I made a mistake. It wasn't 100 million to 200 million. I said a year. It's a month. It's how much Costco. It's how much Costco gold is selling. I just copied and pasted from one of the websites that they're selling between 100 million to 200 million. The more that gold goes up, the less our dollar means.
Wow. All right, Jesse Lopez, we appreciate you.
Well,
Go ahead, Jesse. Final words.
But it's almost like you say. It's like it's like one thing begets the other one. It's like the dollar's losing value and gold's increasing in value, and the people that can afford it are stocking up on gold.
That's what I want to know.
Just like Christy said.
Well,
do you know what I've seen? I've seen down here in South Texas. I sure have seen a lot of Florida license plates.
interesting. How about this, Jesse? Christy, let's add this to the pot here. Bird flu outbreak in NYC. Animals prompt new health alert. New Yorkers are told to stay away from wildlife. Christy, you said this is actually in Texas as well, right?
Yeah, so the second person identified with the bird flu, I think it's called the H5N1, if I remember correctly, is said to be, it's said that it's going to be 100 times worse than COVID, and that the fatality rate is 50%. We've all heard this before, but the second case found was in Texas.
And hell. Well, you don't know what city?
Let me see if I can find it real quick, Nino.
Jesse, you heard about the bird flu?
Yeah, I heard about it, man. But I also heard about COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my boy. But Jesse, without saying too much, Jesse, without saying too much. No, hold on, Jesse. Without saying too much on.
I bet you there's more syphilis. I bet you there's more cases of syphilis than bird flu.
Interesting. But I was going to say, Jesse, without saying too much, though, that's an interesting point. Without saying, let us know in the chat, y'all, what y'all think. But without saying too much, Jesse, yes, we know about the Rona, but we also know what they did during the Rona to the people. So that is, the real scary part is how they acted towards us, right? So I digress. Go ahead, Christy.
So here's what NBC has to say, Nino. It says experts say the H5N1 bird flu pandemic might be 100 times worse than COVID-19. It says around 887 cases of human infection with the avian influenza have been reported around the world between January 2003 and February 26 of this year. Out of these, 462 cases were fatal, accounting for a rate of 52% morbidity.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's really talking about like there's been cases found in Texas and New York City. and it's telling people not to come into contact with any kind of like bird droppings or anything like that, which, big cities have pigeons that are everywhere and
Wow.
all of that. But it seems like a perfect time of year that another pandemic would hit.
Yeah, and with that, let's we'll keep it
Move
hush on that
on.
because yeah.
But
Anyways,
another thing you might want to consider is where it's coming from. It's coming from NBC.
Yeah, well,
And-
that was just one of the ones I pulled up. It's
Hey,
all over.
but Jesse, it's also on Daily
Yeah.
Mail too. So, anyways, Jesse Lopez, we appreciate you. Final words, Jesse. Final words for the people. Give it to them.
Stay awake. Get prepared. Be prepared. And if you want to save America, you better make sure you vote. And you already know how you got to vote.
Let's go. God bless you, Jesse Lopez. We need to do our show. Me and Jesse are going to be doing a show weekly. God bless you, brother Jesse.
All right, brother. Take it easy. Be safe.
Bye, Jesse.
And there it is, Jesse. Christy, what did my boy Hood News Media post? What link is that? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not trying to push fear, but I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of scary for real. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Jesse Lopez is giving you some good info. Let's be honest, y'all. Maybe it don't happen as soon as I'm not saying we want it to happen, but let's be honest, y'all. We've been warning our people for years on social media, and it might not happen or ramp up that quickly, but you never know. But the point is, it is going that direction, right, Christy? I mean, it's gotten worse since 4 years back till now. Look, I'm a baller. No secret about it. I own trucks. I haul oil. I haul the most precious commodity in the oil field. My trucks, make $1,500 a day, a shift, basically. But the cost of living gone up, diesel gone up, insurance premiums go up. I mean, guys, it's a tough time to be an American citizen. I was gonna say a business owner, but to be an American citizen in the United States of America right now. You know what I told my wife earlier, Christy? I kind of got a little bit of envy towards those people that moved to Mexico or other countries, because she talked about a woman that moved into a bar, under a bar, and they are on top of a bar and they play Mexican music all night, and she's a Karen mad that they're doing that. I digress, but there's a lot of people that are moving to Mexico, and I told my wife, I said, I wish that we didn't have that regard, or that we could easily just get up and move to another country, to be honest. And my wife saw, yeah, me too, but we'll probably live and die here in Southside Midland. This is how it works. That's how it is when you're from a small town and you love your community, your family's here. But I'm just saying, sis, I do somewhat envy people that move to other countries where the cost of living is actually lower, and probably, it's not as hectic and crazy as it is here in the States. Go ahead.
10 years before my mom passed away, she sat my sister and I down at the table and said that she wanted to move to Mexico.
What?
And yeah, a serious talk. And had been working with some realtors over there. The home that she would live in was what you would consider, in America, you would consider a mansion. Would have been like a mortgage rate of about, I think it was like $400 a month, but that came with servants. The only thing is that they said that you had to have bodyguards like 24/7, because people that move there are at high risk for kidnapping, for hostage maneuvers.
Never mind.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And of course, I told mom, I said, well, I'm not going. And I like burritos, but not that much. But yeah, she had really thought about it. She really did. She would have, her exact words is, I could live like a queen for the rest of my life in a beautiful country, because parts of Mexico are absolutely beautiful. And just, it would help y'all's inheritance also. But she wanted to move to Mexico.
Yeah, she was probably ahead of her time. Hey, shout out Carolina girl, everybody in the chat. What's up, Bad News says, what's up, Christy, Nino? Hey, y'all give a follow to Bad News Hood Media. I'm going to be honest, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but it's all respect here on this end, and we like to have dialect like that, and dialogue. So y'all follow Hood News Media. He's in New Mexico. Great content creator. I like his style, and he's here in the chat. Thank you, brother, for checking us out. Y'all give him a follow. Christy, let's get back to what we were saying. Basically, Okay, my wife's
Can I go?
my wife's heading up to go get the Chick-fil-A. Back to our show because we didn't expect the call-ins to come in, so we're gonna go back to what we were talking about.
I
Basically,
want to go into Petty Crocker mode.
we fixed it too. Real quick though, I want to talk about it. We got invited to a podcast in LA, one of the biggest. I just want to reiterate that. Thank you, Queen Sheba. She said she was nervous me going to Cali. Even my wife said she's nervous for me to go to LA. She's like, you know what? We need to go in, get out. But the point is, y'all, today I will go ahead and go to my main screen here. Today I got invited. Man, I hate when my thing turns off, y'all. What's going back on back here? We like to use energy. We like to consume energy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Is that the right color? There we go, the blue. Ladies and gentlemen, I got invited to a podcast in LA, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, and I don't want to, say who it is just yet, but I was very elated and excited. Mama, we made it. And the hard work pays off. And yes, we are going to go. Christy's already looking up the flights. About a 4.5 hour flight, right, sis, from Midland to LA. I am going to go out there. I would like to go and film content and get a lot of content, but like my wife and me agree, and even Christy, it's probably safer and smarter for me to go in, do the job, and get out. My wife don't want to be there in LA more than 2 days, so that's the plan, y'all. And of course, I'm an oil man. I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk of going to Cali. I know a lot of Cali cholos hate me and want to beat me, but we're gonna go ahead and take the job, y'all. We're gonna take the offer on the podcaster. We believe it's a good look for the podcast for the brand. We're going to push Christ is Lord. We're going to push the MAGA and Christian conservative values and, the other stuff that we got going, y'all. So, again, I was excited, sis. I was getting my car washed, me and my wife, and I said, man, I was just thinking about it. Like, it's really a big deal. I'm not going to say the name, but it's probably the biggest podcast in California or one of the top 3. And I told my wife, I said, we're just used to going viral all the time. We're used to doing big numbers. I got a video on Instagram, 6.6 million views in a couple of hours, 24 hours. Like, we're used to going viral a lot, y'all. So it really didn't hit me. But today I thought about it. I said, damn, someone reached out to me to get on their on the podcast, one of the biggest, if not the biggest. So I was like, damn, it's something. We get so used to certain, goals we reach, and then we get a big one and we kind of don't think about it. But I did. I said, man, this is pretty wild. And I told you, Christy, I couldn't believe when I got the message today, and I am going to go out there. We're looking for flights. I'm not going to say exactly when, but it'll be pretty soon. We'll be in California on that podcast. Your thoughts, sis, before we move on? Go ahead.
I just think that, a lot of people in the comments are praying a hedge of protection over you.
Amen. Thank you.
And I think that, you've got the street smarts, you know what to do, how to do it. I'm not worried for your safety because, number one, they will find a country crazy Kentucky girl coming to California to light it up if anything happens to my brother.
Amen. But I think we're good. My wife said, why do the Cali fools don't like you? I said, I think a long time ago they shared me what I was saying on a video. Fool's gone wild, that player hater. I was saying that I don't care about this brown skin, and I think a lot of people they didn't like that. They didn't like when I was saying I don't talk Spanish, whatever. But the point is, I was talking about, I only care about the spiritual.
Pride of the flesh.
Yeah, it's not about the pride of the flesh. The flesh will want you to kill, steal, destroy, cheat, everything. You want to die to your flesh daily, the Bible says. And they took that little part and they went with it. Oh, well, either way, I think now to my wife, maybe most won't hate on me too much because I think people have been waking up to their pocketbooks. And not maybe, but I've been right since day one. We should be voting Trump. We should be voting our Christian, conservative, Catholic, whatever values. And the person that represents that the best is not Biden. Simple as that. And I think a lot of people, as of late, have come out to say, hey, you know what? We want Trump back. So I don't think the safety is going to be an issue. Like I said, I know how to maneuver and operate. I've been into some heavy war situations in my community. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. So I know how to maneuver, and it should be a professional interview. Shouldn't be nothing too out of the ordinary. And we're going to take it, y'all. We're going to take the job, and we're going to head down there to California, to LA. I'm not going to say where yet, but we will be out there. And before we go, we will ask for our inner circle to pray for your boy. I ask for your prayers. I never ask for your money. I ask for your prayers only. And we're going to head out to California and put on for that Christian conservative MAGA hat gang, for lack of better words. KJV only. All right, sis, so let's get to our pettiness.
I'm Petty Crocker.
Let's go. Okay, so this one came across our desk, y'all. We're going to go to this real quick. Boom. Ex-NFL star Terrell Suggs.
Wah, 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 wah.
Who is this guy, sis? Screw this dude.
Yeah, and screw yeah, exactly.
And
Screw him.
and his you know who. But go ahead, sis. What's the deal with this story? If y'all know us, y'all know who this is. But go ahead, sis.
So he retired from the NFL. He was a defensive lineman. Um, made a lot of money through his years and things like that.
Is he, Christy? Hold on. Is he Jewish?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay, continue.
Yeah. He was at a Starbucks and had pulled up to the speaker and I guess hit reverse and bumped into the car behind him. Didn't do any damage to either vehicle, but him and another man got out, started arguing. Supposedly Terrell said, "I'll kill your."
Hold on, Christy. This guy. Whoa. Oh, anyways, I'm sorry. Just showing a picture of him. Go ahead.
I can't with you, Nino, because I can see your face right now.
You're right. It's no secret, y'all. This dude's ex-wife, we don't like her. She don't like us. She threatened Christy with violence, and this is her ex-husband. So I see where she gets it from, sis. Let's be honest. But go ahead, sis.
Yeah.
Am I lying? Christy, am I lying?
No, she threatened to shoot up my house and didn't care if my child was in it. All I can
And
tell
that's why
you,
I hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off. That's why we broke off from Don Q. That's a reason why Juju is no longer around us at all. It's kind of weird, right? All these years she's not on social media. She left. We got into this man's baby mama's. We got into some drama with her. If you don't know, y'all, they're part of the Q cult. And we stand against the Q stuff. We push Christ, they push Q, and it was an ugly split up, but it had to happen. We're MAGA hatters, we're Christians, but we're not gonna, hold hands with people that push, these weird whatever they are, and that's who this dude's wife is, or was, or whatever, ex-wife, and she didn't like us, and we don't like her. And Don Q and them sided with her. They threatened to do harm to Christy and her kids, psychopath tendencies, and we cut them off. And what do you know? Her husband's in the news for acting a fool, and he's a J. Go ahead.
And she didn't just say it once about me and my child. She said it twice, and it even had a black lady on the screen, like pointing a weapon at the screen.
It was wild.
Like
we had some drama.
Like they were coming for me.
We had some drama on Instagram.
I never backed down. I didn't leave social media. I'm sorry that she was married to Harambe, and that's just it is what it is. Supposedly they had many domestic violence things between them, and he threatened to brandish a gun, or he did brandish a gun at the guy that he got into it with at Starbucks. I mean, how weenie is that? I got a gun out at Starbucks, but yeah, he's just
I don't know. I don't know how he's a J, but that's what they always said about him, right?
No,
sis?
he is.
He is a J. Kim Gus says, "Oh well, that's her ex. Makes sense now. Crazy. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, they're peas in a pot. And you know what? They got mad at me, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, believe all women and all that, right? Whatever. I don't know. But the point is, I even said, because they were saying that he will beat her. I said, well, damn, what did she do to him? I'm against domestic violence, of course, and putting hands on women. But y'all, I mean, some people, I'm leaving it at that. I mean, and I probably get heat for saying like this, but I'm just saying, I had said that a while back. Like, what did she do to him? Like, I don't think she's too innocent herself. We know this woman how she is, but I digress. There he is, sis. So what is he facing? What charges does he have?
Let me go back and look. I know he just got out of jail Tuesday.
Christy, what's his net worth? This is crazy, y'all. Yeah, he is a J. He is a J.
He's worth 100. Well, there's two different reports. One says that he's worth 150 million. Another one says 102 million. But I mean, you get up to the 100 million mark. I mean, he was. I mean, I can't take it away from him. He was a good football player.
Okay.
But that just because you're a good football player doesn't mean you live your life the right way. But yeah. So he brandished a gun, and he had like eight different charges against him.
What?
Yeah, there's 8 different charges that he had against him, and why can I not find it now? Daggone it, give me a second.
Wow, sis, and real quick, y'all, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, you know who?
Reds, I'll say your name.
Yeah,
Reds.
whatever. We don't care.
We're talking about.
But, and it's messed up that we have a fallout with her, because I'm not going to lie, when I was in D.C., she rode up on me in the Hummer. I had a couple people roll up on me when I went to DC. A lot of people rolled up on me, showed me love. They brought, things to help us out in case, you know what, went south. You know, I had people pull up on me in DC, y'all, with help for your boy. And she was one of them. But like I said, we went off the deep end with her, y'all, because they pushed that Q stuff and they threatened Christy. And people I think Don Q and all them were scared of her. I think that's what it was, sis. People were scared of her. She's a loudmouth woman. This is her ex-husband, and I guess you know they both act the same, and that's all there is to it. But I said, you know what? I said, you know what? We're not gonna put up with these threats of violence against Christy in the back chat. And I told Christy already. I said the minute these guys fold on us. What I say, Christy, shut it down.
Shut it down.
And what happened? The minute Don Q folded on us, we kicked him out the group. Christy shut it down, and our whole group got split up, and it was just left with me and Christy at that point, y'all. And if you follow me for a long time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is some old school, you know, situation here that we went through on Instagram, especially when we were really popping over there and had that on fire. Go ahead, sis.
But you know what? I need to say this, Nino, and I just need to say it. Had Reds had any common decency about her, we could have figured this out, because I understood exactly what she was saying, and I was trying to explain to her that I understood what she was saying, but because of somebody else that was involved, she just took it out on the entire group. Reds was not wrong about why she didn't do something that she did. She was absolutely 100% right. But whenever the threat started, and all I gotta say,
wow, hold on. Go ahead.
All I gotta say is that Jesus spared her, because whenever my husband found out the threat that was made against her, all I can tell you is hell was gonna break loose.
And sis, I'm glad you're being honest, because I forgot about that. But basically, this is from Brittany's in here. You know, Queen Sheba, Kim Rangel. These are some of our right hand fellow Christian patriots here, y'all. But let's be honest, they know about this. We'll talk about that, Christy. I'm glad you're being honest. So you're saying that Reds was put in a predicament by somebody. Explain this, sis. This is pretty interesting.
Yeah, no. So I'll just tell the whole story.
Tell
I
it
have no
real
problem
quick.
telling the whole story. So there had been an incident between me and Reds where Reds had threatened to shoot shaboop-a-doop-a-dop-bop-bop at my house.
Go ahead, sis.
and said that she didn't care if my child was in
But
here.
sis,
and all
hold
of
on,
that.
Christy, hold on. But you're skipping a lot, because you said they were.
This is from the very beginning. This is because there was two different incidents.
Go ahead.
She found out that she came at me for no reason. That it was a guy named Trumplican, and
Yes.
that and
weird,
that
y'all.
He was trying to cause some divide between everybody. Come to find out, it wasn't even me. She called me the next day crying and said, "I am so sorry, Christy. You are my sister. I will never do that again. We will talk things through." Da 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 da. So then here it comes the second situation. The second situation is this. A few females came forward saying that Trumplican had been inappropriate with their children.
And we take that kind of stuff very serious. Go ahead.
And so did Reds. To be 100% honest, so did Reds. Reds took it very seriously too. She said that she had talked to a member of our team that's no longer with us, and said that she was going to go live and expose Trumplican. Reds got to look at the video and saw that the video did not portray what was explained to her at all. But at that point, I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to say names. I don't even give a shit. Juju got really upset that Reds was not going to show this video. And Reds was like, "There's nothing on the video to show."
Wow.
She was like, I could be sued for defamation, calling somebody a child predator and them not being one. She was like, "There's nothing on there." Reds called me that day and explained to me. She was like, "Christy, this video does not show anything like that." And she let me hear part of the video. And absolutely. So then Reds asked us to go live so that we can talk all this out. Reds and I had an agreement that we were not going to go at it at each other. There were going to be no threats, nothing. So all I remember is Juju saying, "Don't go live with her. Don't go live with her. Don't go live with her." And I was like, "I do what I want to do. You know, I'm going to do what I want to do." Well, at that point, Nino, you had been on there, and Juju had you so worked up, and I don't even care that this is coming out, had you so worked up
Yeah, and
that
just
I hadn't even had a chance to tell you Reds is in the right. Reds is in the right. So you and Reds get into it. And then, of course, I'm going to stand up for you always. So I'm trying to sit calmly and explain the whole situation of what happened. And that's when the threats came again. And then she made all these like memes of me calling me Newport Neck, that I smoke cigarettes. I haven't smoked in
savage, horrible.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't smoked in years. I did when I was younger, not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, I might have picked up a cigarette and smoked one time, while we were on a live or something, but haven't smoked cigarettes in years. And it just kept going from there. But literally all this started because of a miscommunication, and she kept it going and going and going whenever it could have been resolved, and made all these threats, pointed pew pews at the screen, said she was coming to my house. And all I can tell you is that Jesus saved her.
Amen.
Because my husband and his cronies were right behind.
And sis, okay, and there's Rio. Hey, shout out Queen Sheba. And this is gonna mess up the algorithm, y'all. This has nothing to do with the YouTube. This is our Instagram drama for our main followers, y'all. If you're catching this, sorry that this is not newsworthy, because we had a whole other show, but it went left. But we're fixing in this. But the thing is, Rio says that he was a Chester, sis. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, he probably was. But from what Christy
What's
got,
that mean? I don't know what's that mean. I don't know what that
an
means.
SPM, a pervert.
Oh.
So Rio said that he was a perv, and I believe Rio, and he probably was. The Trumplican probably was, but the point is, like Chrissy said, we didn't have enough proof at the time to nail him, But that's what it all started off of, y'all, and that's why our whole crew broke up. Everybody from that point. And shout out Queen Sheba, said that she had our back. We appreciate it, but it was wild, y'all, in them times on IG. IG used to be cracking, y'all, and that's one of the platforms I'm never really on no more, y'all. I got a video that did 6 million views and they ain't paid me $1. I ain't got, to me, Instagram is lame, whack, and it's probably the least performing platform of them all, y'all. I think TikTok's at the top right now, and Instagram is lame. Even other content creators and people that know this stuff, they know that Instagram has been on the tailspin for a couple years. Go ahead, sis.
No, and I just want to say, there have been had the threats not came out, because she also threatened like you and your home, and then she had threatened to beat Juju's butt, and that's whenever Juju decided that it was time for her to.
What did she do?
She ran away. She left Instagram, and I'm sorry. I just I always thought that I would. I don't care. I'll just say it. I don't care for Juju. Like I don't care if I ever speak to her, see her, anything again. We were cool for a while. I saw the division that was starting to happen within the group, a lot of nonsense that was happening, and I just had things. If things could have been civil, then we could have worked things out with Reds, and we had no proof that we could ever defame somebody. I don't think there's anything worse than you can call somebody than a child predator if you don't have proof of.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's wild. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's it. Crazy situation.
But yeah, he ended up having like 8 different charges pressed against him.
So he was a pervert, but we just couldn't prove it when we had it. And that's to the people that say that, we police our own people, y'all. That was somebody that was amongst the people with us, kind of far away, stretched out. He'd be making videos and commenting or whatever. I don't even know the dude, y'all. Weirdo, pervert, who knows? A big old red flag. I'm gonna be honest. If you're a grown man living in hotels and you don't have a job, straight up, you can't sit at the table with me. That's all I gotta say. And I think that's what they said about him. I didn't really know him that well from Instagram, but again, y'all, I ain't living in a hotel. My kids are very well taken care of. I have a house. I'm not hanging around lowlifes and losers, and that's just who that dude was with, whatever. I don't even care at this point. Thanks, Christy, for telling your story, sis, for our people to hear and to keep it real, because Juju, she left, y'all. She's gone. Christy, do you think that Juju is completely off of Instagram?
No, I do not. I think that she's lurking around every corner, and I just I just don't have anything bad to say about her. I don't have anything good to say about her. I know that whenever times got tough, you claim that you're tough in real life and all this and all that, but you can't handle internet threats. If I ran away, I had a whole group of men threatening to take my head off, and have the screenshots to prove it. If all the threats that I got made me run, then I would have been gone a long time ago. I'm not scared of any internet threats. I'm not scared of any in life threats.
Amen.
And I just want a little bit more about him and about him getting arrested. Said that he used a lot of racial slurs. It said at the point when they started arguing that it ramped up again with Suggs allegedly challenging the man to a fight, calling him a P ass cracker, and saying, "I'll
Damn.
yeah
That sounds like
I'll kill your
Christy.
witch ass." Yeah. And then he allegedly flashed a black handgun in his left hand outside of his driver's window. Yeah.
Was he arrested?
Yes, he was.
Christy, let's be honest. This guy sounds just like his ex-wife.
Yeah.
If you would have said that was Reds talking, I would have said, yeah, that sounds like her. Wow.
Well, no, I mean, and the thing is Reds got online and she showed all of her weaponry before. She's stocked up. She's ready to go.
Yeah, Queen Sheba says, I ain't gonna lie, Mr. Original Nino American MAGA crew. Yeah, I do too. We lost a lot of them for real, but they wanted to be pushing the Q stuff, and there was a big divide, y'all. I think the Q stuff divided the whole MAGA movement, to be honest. There was always, this side saying they're Q, this side saying they're anti. We didn't really want to push that or believe that. Christy, final words. We got to wind it down. My Chick-fil-A is here. Let's go.
The only thing I want to say is the team would have still been together, but whenever this team was created, the team was created with these rules and these kind of like mottos. Jesus Christ, number one, always before anything.
Amen.
Number two is that we always do our best to remain truthful and to fact check everything that we say or we do, because we never wanted to push false narratives. And number three is that, family and everybody, comes first. And whenever I got the message from Don Q, and like I've said, every time I've got the screenshots after he found out about her threatening to pew my house with my child in it and all of that. And for him to come back and say, he stood with Fat Boy, what's his name? Trey, and was Script Keeper, and
crackhead fools. This was straight up had crackhead vibes, missing teeth, and meth heads. But my bad.
Yeah, but his exact words to me were, "Y'all push the Christian thing, we push the Q thing," and at that point, it was just over. It was done in my mind. Yep.
Well, thanks, sis, for breaking it down. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. All our people, y'all. I don't want to leave y'all, but I got to go eat my Chick-fil-A. Thank y'all, guys. We got a lot of content coming. I got a bunch of videos. Drop some on TikTok. I got the Fools to Men podcast dropping hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow on Pocho One's channel. Check it out. God bless all my people, y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I'm rocking with y'all, and best believe we will be, I don't want to say like on top, but we will be up there sooner or later, y'all. It just took us a little while due to, our affiliations with this MAGA movement. It ain't been easy, but they didn't ban us. They didn't censor us like they wanted to, and we're still here. And with that, y'all, we're out of here. Christ is Lord. You're an American. You're a Christian. You got faith. Christy,
act like it.
And we're out of here, Holmes.
Bye, everybody.
Later.
Yep, after party.